Right.
We love you, but sometimes our expressions don't match your desires. We love you, but sometimes our expressions don't match your desires.
Welcome to another episode of the Brothers Who Talk.
Brothers Who Talk
with Terry and AD. This podcast is about men talking about everyday shenanigans, the stuff that makes us mad, to the topics that concern why in the world do these guys have a podcast. Let's get to it.
All right. So we live. What's going on? We live. Listen, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Brothers Who Talk podcast. What's going on?
Yeah.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah.
Facebook, see, 80's all hype already.
Right, hyped up. I'm ready.
We 12 seconds in. He's already hyper than us a little bit. How was your week, brother?
It's been interesting with the kids all week on winter break, whatever the Sam Hill that may be.
Where winter break in January? I don't get it, man.
Winter break.
They doing too much. I don't get
it. It's like springtime. It's almost March. What?
Yeah, it should be spring break, but then that'll be the excuse in March. It'd be it's spring break now. What's up, Cole?
What up, Cole? What up, brother?
And then it'll be spring break in a little bit.
Right.
Y'all are doing too much. I need to really quit it. For real. Like,
right.
Oh my God. That's why these kids can't learn nothing. That's why America is like 115,000 of all the schools in the world. Yeah.
115,000. I like that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like they don't get nothing. They don't learn nothing.
Right.
I don't understand. So yeah. So my week, since you asked, was
How's your week?
My week was eventful. It was very, very eventful. For those of you guys who've been following for a long time or for a while, you guys know, if you follow my journey to work moment in the mornings,
right? You
guys know I sell cars for a living, right? So this past, what day is it? Tuesday, I sold my first car.
Woo!
So that was I was so excited about that. Selling my first car. It was kind of a daunting experience because people are strange, right? When they're buying cars. But we'll get to that and tell them why you're mad. But it's a bad. But it was you never know how long of a process it is to buy a car. If anybody who's bought a car that's in here and you're going through the lot and you just go to look, what's up, Pastor Brian? And you go look and it's like, I only came here to look. You know, you pulling the Marshawn Lynch and saying, I'm only here so I won't get fined. But you just come in to look for a car.
Right.
Next thing you know, the salesman has finagled you in the building. Now, next thing you know, you're doing a credit app.
Right.
Yes. And you're like, okay, how do we get here? How do a credit app? You can put my credit? Yes, we're going to put your credit. That's how you're going to buy a car. And then before you know it, it's a 6-hour process. You look up, you go into finance. You finally signing your paperwork, and it's 6 hours later. Like, I ain't ate nothing. Like, how do you feel? You say, man, you ain't ate nothing. You ain't ate a snack, a Pop-Tart, drunk a pop, nothing. But we try to have popcorn and water.
It all. And come with drink and eat it all. I'm in here, you running my credit, and I'm about to be in for a minute, even if it's 20 minutes.
Crazy stuff, man. But that's kind of how it is. So yes, I sold my first car, so I was extremely happy about that.
Right.
I wanted to do a cartwheel on the showroom, but I'm a little bit.
Just did it.
I started to. But here's the thing: I'm a little bit bigger than most people, and so I decided I wasn't going to do a cartwheel in the store because it's not going to be a full cartwheel. It's going to be like a half-baked roundabout.
That works. Listen, sometimes you got to get in where you can fit in and just kind of like do a tumble cartwheel. Like, sometimes just make it happen.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But that's what happened to me this week.
Nice.
All right. And so those of you guys who've been following the show for a long time, what we do, this is episode 5. Cinco. No, it's not Cinco. It's 6, right?
Cinco.
It's not Cinco. 5. Cinco is 5. Yeah. I don't know.
Cinco de Mayo, May 5th,
That's right, May 5th. Makes sense. You putting it on me. I appreciate you, brother. All right, so
we're here for each other. We're here for me and you.
So episode 5 on the Brothers Who Talk, season 2.
Damn.
Just in case you guys are keeping up.
Yes.
So what we did, we took away the current event portion of our podcast, but this was just, I gotta talk about this. All right. I know we took out current events, but I got to talk about this because it's pretty major.
All right.
Well, there are a few things, but I'm not going to get into both of them because people have different opinions about things. So one thing that I want to talk about was Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, his son, is now identifying as female, and they can give the baby gender repositioning or whatever that is. They change the sex of the baby or whatever. So that's a hot topic going on right now. But I want to talk about Mr. 45 and him pardoning Ron Blagojevich, the disgraced governor out of Illinois, and let him out of prison. Now wait a minute, I hold up. I'm confused about this. If there's anybody out here is listening and watching, and if you are a Trump supporter, I am so sorry, but I got a question for you. How is it that this man can let Rod Blagojevich out of office, right? But there's people who sold a half an ounce of weed or an ounce of, and they doing 25 to life. I don't get that. Somebody help me. Yeah, I don't. That's one of the things I don't understand. Like, and that really, 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 really bothers me. But I just kind of want to say that real quick. It's nothing. We're not going to get into it or dig into it, nothing like that. But it's just something. I don't know what's going on, Trumpster. I'm not sure what's happening, but I need for you to go ahead and quit that.
So there's like two sides to it, though. Think about it, right? And I'm not a Trump supporter, but I am a realist, right?
Okay.
So it's kind of like, you're given a job, you got some power, you my homeboy.
But he didn't do anything for him.
They
don't. You're right about that.
You're right about that, Cole. But you never know. You never. So it's two things. It's what you've done, or what I need you for.
Oh man, I you know what? That's probably what's going to happen. He's gonna get nothing. Next thing you know, he's gonna give Rob a job in the White House. Watch.
Possibly. Those political circles run tight. So
they run stupid. That's what they run.
That too. They run tight. They run tight. All right, so that's all I'm saying about that. They just run tight. So
Yeah, no.
So he's probably 7 people away from whatever Trump needs. So I'm sure he's probably related to somebody, connected to somebody who's connected to somebody else. And he's in Chicago, so I'm gonna leave that one alone as well.
Come on.
Chi-town politics is something else.
Shout out Chicago. I got a special guest listening in from Chicago. So hey, it's crazy. So this is the portion of the podcast we are going to get into what has made us. I know if you were here last week, if you listened to the Brothers Talk last week, why he was mad.
Yes.
So this week he's gonna tell you again why he's upset. Hey, Sassy Sam. Came up in. What's going on?
Whatever. Hey. Nah, it's my love. I love her. She just did me wrong. But we ain't gonna get into that.
Don't play Thug Life on Facebook.
Break up households. Thug Life is breaking up households.
Let Thug Life go. If you play Thug Life, I'm telling you right now, stop. I'm telling you to stop it right now. All right. AD, what have you mad this week, brother?
Man, let me tell you something. And this thing has been boiling me for quite a while. She said, don't do that. Quite a while. This thing has been like boiling up in me. Why is it that... My printer. Sorry, I don't know what it's doing. It's doing something janky. It's been boiling in me quite a while. So why is it when you're making a payment, right? Making a payment to a place you owe money to, like a car payment or your electric bill, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that you have to pay an additional fee on top of making a payment? Why? I just don't understand. You're already charging me for the service. Now you want me to charge an extra $10 to $20. My car people want $20 extra to pay them.
That's a good question. And so for my special guest who's watching, because they didn't get to hear what you said because I got you on my headphones. The question was posed: why is it that you have to pay an extra fee when you make a payment?
Yes, I don't get it.
That's a good question.
I don't get it.
But everybody does it.
Yeah, but just do I have to say it like we say it to the kids? Just because everybody doing it don't mean you got to do it.
So think about it. Look, it's just like when you pay when you go to pay a credit card bill,
right,
or a cell phone bill, and you pay it over the phone.
Right.
They charge you an extra fee to pay it over the phone versus going into. I'm like, well, they got to get their money from somewhere. They got to pay their bills too. It's just like when we go and do our commercials here. They gotta pay the bills somehow. So they get you.
Taxes.
They get you coming and get you going. They really do. It's amazing.
Don't start with the taxes and the extra fees that's on phone. Yeah, that's a whole
other thing altogether.
Yeah, we're not going to go there today.
But here's my question.
Next week.
I've been in this workforce for a long time, and I've had I got paychecks.
Yes.
I used to always wonder who FICA was. I don't know who FICA is, and I want to know why FICA taking all my money. And then he ain't finna get ready to stroke my hair lovingly. He ain't taking me out to dinner. None of that. He just taking my money.
Right.
I've never understood that. But okay, cool. Whatever.
What's got you boiled up today? What you mad at?
Let me tell you what's got me
some
mad.
space.
Don't miss it. I want y'all to hold. I want you guys to hold on tight. I want you to put your seatbelts on because listen. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad this week.
Tell them why you're mad, son.
Bruh. Now I sell cars, right?
Right.
And so when the policy is when a person drives onto the lot,
right,
our job is to go out and to confront or to speak to the customer because you have now come into our house.
Right.
So now we have to go speak to you.
Yes.
All right. So here's what pisses me off.
All right.
Is that people, if they don't want to talk to you, they hit the gas on you in the lot. Let me give you my example. I am going out to, this is the same day I sold my first car. This lady came on the lot. She drove through our new Silverados, the new lot, came around. Right. And so I walk out to intercept her just so I can talk to her. Hey, welcome to Palos, give you my card. What can I do for you? This lady saw me and hit the gas, brother. This lady's side mirror on her car grazed my stomach, which ain't hard to do because it's kind of out there. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, neither here nor there. But her side mirror grazed my stomach. I'm like, come on, really? Listen, if you are in the market to buy a car, if you go onto a lot,
right,
you will be approached by car salesmen. That's what we do.
Right. It's just on sale cars.
That is what we do. It's just like you go into a restaurant.
Right.
You're going to get a waitress. If you don't like her, guess what? You're not going to tip her, right? But she's still there to serve you.
Right.
Stop being like, and somebody asked me later on, one of the finance ladies asked me later on, she said, "What do you think it was because you were black?" I'm like, well, I'm not going to pull the race card.
Right.
Because I think I'm too big for that, so I'm not gonna pull the race card. But it's like, I don't know, because this is what she did. The lady, after she hit the gas on me, she drove across the street to where we have our work trucks, our fleet trucks, right? So she drove across the street, right, and she parked.
Wow.
And another one of my coworkers, who's Caucasian, go out to talk to her. She comes in, test drives the truck, and buys the truck same day. Uh-oh. Did I lose you?
No,
okay.
I'm right here. I'm multitasking right now.
Okay, well, stop doing that.
I'm handling my staff that's over.
No, stop doing that. I need you. So she went out, test drove. The other salesman went out there. She went out there,
right,
and bought a truck,
right,
same day.
Okay.
So at that point, I was like, maybe because of I don't know, but
maybe
I'm not going to use that particular logic because, like I said, I think I'm bigger than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going to do it.
Right.
So yeah, that's what pissed me off. She drove past me like I wasn't even standing there.
Right.
And then bought a car from my coworker. So it's all good. But that's what got me mad though. Just in case you guys are wondering. That's
like a double whammy right there. Double mad right there.
Yeah.
I
was seasoned, bro.
Wow.
Get out of here. Yeah. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yes. All right.
Right.
So that's what we do. I'm not telling why you're mad. That's what we do.
I'm a little mad now too. Like,
But it was crazy. Like you
got a little.
it's not even
There's some air out of your tire. And there's a slash on the tire. I don't know who did that.
I wanted to spray her when it was all white. Yeah,
it was all right for her. Yeah,
it was all white. Yeah, that's my man Cole. Let me tell you something.
What up, Cole?
Cole is my co-host on the Bench Warmers, which is a podcast that we do.
Nice.
And Cole don't pull no punches. I've caught that on real quick myself. He don't pull no punches. He ain't telling too many jokes. We here for the business, and let's
get into it. Let's get it.
So it is great.
Whoa, wait, just hold on. Just give us 30 seconds. Okay, maybe a little longer. Quick word from our sponsor. All right, peace out. Welcome back. All right, let's get back into it. Yeah, boy. Yes.
We're getting to our topic. Our topic today, ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Get ready.
Our topic today is the truth about men.
Yes.
The truth. The truth. We're gonna give you the raw, unadulterated truth about men. So, if you're in here and you're watching this podcast, either on Periscope or Facebook, make sure that you put your comments or your questions inside of the chat, and we'll be able to answer those. But we're going to get to it. The truth about men. What's your first truth about men that you want to warn the ladies about?
All right.
You got it written down.
Yeah. I got
everything I do is top of the head. Go ahead.
I didn't want to freestyle this one. Right. We love you, but sometimes our expressions don't match your desires. We love you, but sometimes our expressions don't match your desires. So a lot of times as men, we have what we think we're expressing as love to you doesn't match your desires. So you misinterpret what we do and you don't think we love you. Right. And for me, what I used to do in the past is what I felt was my expression of love because of my example from my dad was providing, sacrificing, and doing particular things in the house as my expression of love. And even when I'm tired or uncomfortable and I don't feel like it, these things I would do, I thought they were my expression of love. So in turn, it's part of our responsibility, but I took my responsibility and love and mesh them together.
Yeah.
So
that's good. I like that.
In turn, you miss out, and it takes a while in communicating and understanding, as a man, you listen to your woman and she expresses like, that doesn't mean anything to me. You realize like, that doesn't move my love needle. Right. I appreciate you doing that, but the love tank is still empty.
Yeah.
So learning that, as a man, you watch, like I've watched my dad, he worked, he provided, he did. And I thought that was love. So that's my first one. What about you, Terry? We're gonna switch back and forth.
Okay, let me pop on that one. Okay.
All right.
Because let me tell you something about me, is that I haven't always been the dude that's sitting before you, right? I didn't know how to express, talk about, say, do, show any love to anybody. If you ask anybody that knows me, they'll tell you that knew the old me. It was like, well, Terry, we don't know what you was doing. I was expressing something, but it wasn't love or reality, or it was just stupid what I was doing. So we need to learn how to let those feelings match. So if you want to do something and express love, make sure everything matching. Don't do something and then expect something else. So just make sure those match. All right, so my first one for me, the truth about the number one truth for me about men is that we will shoot you alive faster than we'll tell you the truth. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with that, because I did it for many moons. I shot many lies before I told the truth, and it was only until I lost everything then I decided I wanted to tell the truth. Right. Please understand, fellas, that you can't wait until your well's dry and then decide, hey, I have an attack of conscience, I'm good now. Right. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't wait until you've lost. She gone.
Right.
Okay. She's gone, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually. She's gone.
Right.
Right. What you can't do is then have an attack of conscience and be like, I'm so sorry, bruh. Listen, take it from me. I'm gonna raise my hand loud and proud, my brother. Right. I was that dude that was like, but it's over now. Why can't you forgive me? Why can't you let it go? Fella, stop. It doesn't work that way. That's the truth. That's the truth about men. We don't, because the saying that goes along with that is, a man don't miss his water until his well run dry.
Right.
That's where that comes from. All that stems together. Right. So don't let your well run dry.
Right.
And then decide, but I loved you the whole time. Take it with me, man. I know my. Give me this.
Is it?
You can't. Don't let your well run dry. That's what I'm saying. And be truthful. That's my first step.
All right. Hold on. All right. So my next one. We are more than providers, and we can change your world if you let us lead.
We are more than
providers, and we can change your world if you let us lead. So I was just sharing again on some Periscope that I missed out on. Just bear with me. Bam. All right. So we're more than providers if you let us lead. And, we don't know, of course, we don't know everything, but if you allow us to take on some responsibility as a man in a household, these are less things that you have to worry about or think about, and you can focus on your purpose and the goals that God has given you. Because when you're so overtaken by all these responsibilities, it's hard to focus on what you need to present to the world that God has given you, because you're too inundated with the stresses of the world.
I use them big words.
So if you allow yourself to let your mate take on the responsibility of leading, then you can sit back and think on how I can build and create a better world for myself. Together, of course, in communication and understanding and direction, but you at least have an opportunity to open up. So if you work together, if you build together, you can build something greater, because each one of us possess a skill that's better than the other one. Like my lady's great at taking a little bit and organizing it and making it much. Whereas I'm the one with vision a lot of times and like to try different things and ideas. Like, boom, I'll lead the way. Let's try this thing.
Right. Yeah.
And then I come to you like, boom, this is what I got. Let's organize it and make it happen. So you got to learn to work together. But a lot of times, some women that have been single so long and single mothers for so long, when they get a man, they don't know how to let him have some responsibility and lead the way so that they can begin to focus on themselves to become better and greater.
True. Okay. You so deep, man. you was deep as the Atlantic Ocean right now. Listen, and stop using them big words though. That inundated.
Inundated.
I can't follow that.
You can't follow that.
It just goes to show you got your educational. But I just need educational. All right, so I ain't even gonna piggyback off that. This because I can't. I didn't follow it. No, I'm sorry. I did follow. I'm kidding. All right, so my number 2 is, fellas, stop running your mouth. Because you have the gift of gab doesn't mean you have wisdom.
Ooh, say that again, brother. Say that again.
Ooh, I think I hurt somebody's feelings with that one. Stop running your mouth.
Right.
But just because you have the gift of gab does not mean you have wisdom. Let me tell you the reason why I say that. Is because, again, this is me we're talking about, and I'm gonna be transparent and truthful as I can be. Is that I did that for many years. I thought because I was smooth as silk, baby. I can talk and say, but I didn't know what I was doing. I was dazzling people with nonsense and crap. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I just kept running my mouth for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, but wasn't saying a thing. Right. So stop talking. Right. Unless you know who you are, unless you have tapped into what has made you a man, stop talking. So much. I'll say that. So much, because only person you're fooling is you. Right. You ain't fooling nobody. Stop talking, because everything out your mouth. Stop talking because the more you talk does not mean you have wisdom. Right. That's my second one.
Nice. I can't even follow that up. That's just boom. That's just a mic drop moment.
Boom.
That's it right there. Boom.
I like mic drop moment. I like dropping the mic. Mamba out.
Oh. All right. So my number 3 would be.
3 already? Hey. Okay.
Yeah, we did 1, 2. Yeah, 3. So we have relationship goals. Sometimes you need to just ask. Now, I know some ladies like, well, I gotta ask everything. Sometimes we get into relationships and we kind of know what we want, but we kind of just accept what we get. We know what we want, but sometimes we just accept what we get.
Yeah. And
we never express what we want. So we get into this mundane, everyday kind of relationship, cycle where nothing changes and we just accept what it is. And we think in our mind, this is all it's going to be, especially if I'm around other folks in relationships doing the same thing. It's kind of hard to have vision when you can't see your way out of it, or you can't see something different, until one day you get around the right couple, like, oh man, they have such a great chemistry. The dude seems like he really likes to be in a relationship. Yeah. And then you understand that I can actually tell her what I want and things can shift because she falls into the mundane because you're in the mundane. Right. Now check this out. Everything, and I always talk about your seed. Everything you give to her, she doubles it and gives it back.
Right.
So
that's
if you're giving the seed of mundane, she's doubling that mundane and giving it back. And now there's that cycle. But if you're giving a seed of hope and vision, she's giving you that seed back to you. And now we're pressing forward and we're both excited about our future.
I love that. I love that. Y'all better take heed what that man just said. And I'm going to repeat it. Listen to me real close. I'm breaking down in layman's terms.
There you go. Break it down.
What he said was, whatever you give your queen,
right,
she gonna double it and get it back. Now we can do that on the good term and be like, hey, if you get positivity and creativity and love and all that, she's gonna double it back. This is true.
Right. Now, can I have a transparent moment? Can I keep real?
Yeah. Before I finish up and change it, go ahead. Go ahead. Transparent moment.
I'm in a moment where I've not given my lady the right things in the last 2 days. So now I'm getting that back. So it's our relationship is like right there. Yeah. So what I need to do is do what I need to do to push it up, which means I need to humble myself and see how we can shift the atmosphere in our household. Yeah. So it's about changing. And it ain't easy. Like, trust me, everything I say, and listen to this part, everything I say, I'm practicing, but I get it wrong sometime myself.
Right.
But it's just understanding the principles to be successful and then continuously applying them and fixing your mistakes and moving forward. All right. That's it.
Transparent moment. We love those. They just kind of pop up in the middle of the broadcast there. It's all right. Sometimes it happens that way. Right. And I get that.
Yeah.
So let me go back to what we were talking about, because he just kind of in the front. So if you're giving someone the business,
right,
don't think
right
she's not gonna get back to you double. Okay. Case in point. Okay. Because y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm all about transparency as well. And I did some dirt back in the day. And I hurt some people back in the day. You best believe that she gave it back,
right,
plus interest. And it's
right.
And I went through a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it was all because of me, right? It was all because of me. But for years, though, I blamed her.
You know
what I'm saying? But you best believe she gave it back plus interest. and she had no say.
Right.
It's like, no. You know what I'm saying? This is what you get.
Right.
I mean, but it was but here's the thing is that she didn't, it wasn't that she was malicious. She wasn't malicious. It was just that, what you want me to do?
Ooh,
you did this.
Ooh.
What you want?
That's the code right there. Like,
ooh. You know what I'm saying? You did this. What you want me to do? Coddle you?
Right.
No, bro.
Right.
Get out of here with that nonsense. That's kind of what I mean. Like I said, she wasn't malicious.
Right.
She wasn't mean about it.
Right.
I mean, she was just like,
it's like when you ask, "Hey,
hold on, let's move on, brother."
What's wrong?
Let's move
Nothing.
on. So listen what that man said. That man said, whatever you give, she's gonna give you back. That's the truth. Okay, that is the God honest truth. I lived it. I walked through it.
Yes.
And so I know what it's like. Here's my next thing.
All right.
And it goes back to my first step, is be honest. No, stop all the lying. Just stop all of that. Be mindful of. Let me find the words. Let me make sure you edit that long pause out. I'm sure you will.
All right, we will.
But they say the saying goes, "You reap what you sow."
Say it again.
You reap what you sow, and that is the God honest truth.
Right.
And there are men out here who are willing to just sow. They don't care about the harvest. They don't care about the harvest. So they dropping whatever. They dropping the seed of unfaithfulness. They dropping the seed of lying. They're dropping whatever. They don't care about the harvest. They just want to drop some stuff. They want to drop all this nonsense and craziness.
Right.
Again, today was the me episode today or something, because that was me.
Right.
And
you're the only one.
For years, bro.
Right.
I dropped. Excuse my friend.
Right.
And then at the end of it, I wanted to be forgiven.
Right.
I wanted some kind of pat on the back because I kind of came clean. No. like I said, today would be a me episode because I'm like, I was true. Listen to me, man. I know we talk all the time, but I tell you, I was truly a dummy.
Right.
All the way. I think I should have got a disability check because that's how bruh. And I wanted, and at the end of it, I wanted a pat on the back for saying I'm sorry. Nigga, what? That's not how this works.
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
We did that. I did that. And if you ever talk to my ex, she'll tell you, like, there's countless times where I've done some stupid stuff, and then I said I was sorry. Why ain't this over? Why you still mad? I'll give you an example. I did something stupid, and I didn't step all the way out.
Okay.
but I stepped out semi out the door. I had 1 foot.
Okay.
Out.
Okay.
And she found out.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Okay, why'd you do that?"
Right.
And I was like, "Okay, well look." And this is how I said it. I never forget it. Cause we had a water bed.
Okay.
And the heater broke, and so it was so the water bed was cold. So we was on the bed, and I was like, "Well, I'm sorry." And she was like, "Okay." I said, "Look, I'm sorry. Why are we still here? Why is you?" yeah. Why are you still mad? So
I said, I'm sorry.
A week passes by.
Yeah.
2 weeks passes by, and she's like, not moving. She's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Why are you still mad? Didn't I say I was sorry last week?" Like what? I was a retard. But anyway, it's just, as being a man, these random things that we're talking about today is that this is going to help your relationship.
Right.
Stop being crazy. Stop expecting she's going to forgive you after you say you're sorry. Nigga, you said you're sorry to save your face.
Yes.
If we could be real about it,
yes.
we say I'm sorry half the time to save our face. And even no matter how many times I apologize, no matter how many times I, call myself making amends.
Right.
In the early seasons, man, that was just because I thought I wanted to save face.
Right.
Nothing wrong with forgiveness, but your motives and mindset was wrong. You did things wrong intentions. Right. That's right. Exactly. But at least you're in a different place now, and you acknowledge it, and I can hear your growth.
Yes.
You know what? It has. It took me a minute.
Yes.
When I tell you, listen, fellas, I hear that's just watching this podcast, man. Listen to this podcast on Periscope and on Facebook. Listen to me. Don't let it take you 10 years to pull it together.
Right.
Don't let it take you,
Don't
for me, it was 10 years. It was a little bit longer than that.
Right.
I mean, but don't expect for her to come through because you say something. Don't expect her to say, "I love you too." Don't expect her to say, don't do none of that.
Right.
Say, just do you grow.
Right.
Because you can't depend on other people for your growth.
Right. Ooh. Right there. Hold on. Pause that right there. Right there. That's it right there. Your growth.
Right.
It's your growth. It's nobody else's growth.
Right.
You get bigger. You get better. Things will change. I am a testimony to that.
I'm trying to tell you, grow.
When I change, situations change.
People change.
Yeah.
Situations around you change. People whose heart was once hardened is now unhardened
because they see. They see you. They see you in a different space. Your walk is different. Your talk is different.
Right.
Your intentions are different.
Right.
So boom, that's that right there. That change is the key. And you can't change anyone around. Mahatma Gandhi and his reason for the quote was a little different, but he said, "Be the change that you want to see." And he's talking about society and movements, but the change that happens in your life starts with you.
Yeah.
And it changes the situations around you.
Yeah.
That's that right there. That's a nugget. All right.
Drop it.
So listen, my next one, we rolled in 42 minutes now. So we're gonna wrap it up in a minute.
Yep.
My thing is we love to be loved It just has to be genuine with no strings attached. We love to be loved. It
That's
just
good
has
one.
to be genuine with no strings attached. You know,
Genuine love with no strings. I like
genuine
it.
love. You
Okay.
know, if
We
you
do.
love me, you love me regardless. Now, love is not saying I take your crap. Love is not saying I
Yeah.
just take whatever you do. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that at all. Before somebody's like, oh, now we're just supposed to. No. I'm not
No.
saying that. But just loving me from a genuine place, unconditionally, where you at least don't turn into hate so
Right.
quickly because I mess up.
Right.
You still love me. Like I love you. I just right now I don't like you.
Right.
You know, right now you're not about to get the love, the hugs, and all the kisses because right now I don't like you. But I
Right.
love you. So I'll take care, you know, like if I'm still washing your clothes or I still cook you, you know, like I still love you. I just right now just don't like you.
Right.
You know, so you're not going to get the bonuses
Yeah.
that come with the love.
Yeah. If I hate you, if I don't like you right now, you don't get the perks. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
I know
kind of
what
like,
you mean. I know
like
exactly what you
somebody
mean.
at
Those-
work, you
those-
know, you come in, you're going to get your weekly check.
Yeah.
But don't expect those bonuses. Don't expect those lunches, those free lunches and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not doing well right now. my
Actual factual, brother. Actual factual.
So, yes, sir.
So let me go ahead and get this is for the people. This is for the fellas who say,
All right. Uh-oh.
oh,
Put your hands up and receive it.
oh. All right. So these are for the ones who say, listen, stop taking your scripture and trying to lord over somebody. See, listen to me. A lot of us would take, especially who are believers, they take what the Bible says. God said this, that said. Listen, that woman ain't got to deal with your nonsense because you crazy. Because you know what scripture, so what? She knows scriptures too. Listen, there are some women out here who got more word than you do.
Right.
Listen, you can't expect to be a good leader and an effective leader if you have no word in you.
Right.
If you ain't popped open your Bibles,
Right.
like I didn't for many years, but if you haven't popped open your Bible, you cannot be an effective leader.
Right.
Can't.
Right.
Cannot. And it took me, and this is what I used to do. This is what I used to do. And this is almost shameful that I'm going to say this, but this is what I used to do. We used to go to a church, and I'm not going to give the name, but it's been some years ago. And he had a praise and worship type CD. And so what I did was I would make the family get before Christ, right? Get on the floor, praise, you know, and I would walk around the house and make sure everybody was doing it. But I was the one doing dirt. I'm the one that had the devil, and they were good. Backwards.
Wow.
Backwards. Like, but I can't expect to lead. I'm what? I can't. And here I am. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this out front. I wasted that young lady's 8 years.
Right.
I wasted every moment, every minute. I wasted her time because I had no idea how to be a man. I didn't know how to lead. None of that. So I'm telling you, fellas,
Right.
learn how to effectively lead because you can't sit there and I'm trying to make them give God some praise. As far as me and my house, that didn't apply to me. It was as far as
me and the house.
The house was praising God. Was good. Man, we was all kind of backwards, bro. I was all kind of backwards.
Right.
And then wondered why God said it's over.
Wow.
I wondered, and I sat there years later. God, why'd you take everything from me?
Right.
He said, because you did nothing I told you to do. Wow. You did nothing I told you to do. Nothing. And you think that I'm going to allow, and I want the fellas to understand this. You can't expect for God to keep allowing you to have his blessings and his grace.
Right.
And you walk in bow-legged. Not going to happen.
Right.
Not going to happen. You will lose everything and then look back and go, God, what happened?
Right.
when that old saying goes, "The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away."
Right.
The truth.
Right. But
truth.
Listen, what I want to tell you, it probably was rough for her, but
I know it was.
Time was never wasted. There's always learning experience, and then you got babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's never wasted. There's a reason for everything. So you can always feel like you want to go back and change something, but time is never wasted. No matter how bad or crazy a decision is, it's always something to learn. Yeah. There's a relationship that you gained. There's something that you've grown from. Because had you not gone through this, you would not know what you know now.
Well, that's just true.
It sucks to be the example that has to be the share of these words and knowledge. But had you not, God turns it all in for our good. All things work together for the good of them that love God and are called according to His purpose. So if we know that, then we know that time is never wasted. We just take different paths, generally to the same destination.
Well, I tell you what, in my path, there were so many zigzags, ups, downs, left, right, scarf,
right. Mine too.
Formations, figure eights, and all that to get to this point. Because but it was because I was lacking so many things as a man. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
all of us.
That's something that I can admit years later.
Right.
But as I was going through, you couldn't tell me I wasn't right. I would walk around and be and arms crossed the whole nine and be like, "Now say something.
Say something.
Say something. Right. I'm right. You're wrong. Right. I win. You lose." That was what it was. But it was all a falsehood. It was crazy. So, fellas, I hope that we said something today that will help you, ladies. That if you're watching, thank you for watching, and I hope that you kind of can see the red flags and be like, "Okay, wait, we got to talk." Let
me drop one more.
You got one more for you. Okay,
because I want to share this one. We want to communicate, but it's the intent of the conversation. We want to communicate.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Intent of the conversation. So I know they say guys don't talk, guys, and the reason being when you text a guy or you call them and you say, "Hey, we need to talk later."
Yeah, we automatically go right into that. Like, what? I don't want to talk.
Going through my mind, looking like, whatever. Did I say something on Facebook? But when you begin to sit down, if it's an issue, your intention, your heart should be to let's figure out how to make this right. Not that I'm right and you're wrong, but how can we make it right? And
together,
how you speak, reflects how you feel.
Right.
So if you just want to let's reach a moment of understanding.
Right.
But if you beating a guy down, you become like his mama, because all of us have had a mama.
Don't beat us down, ladies.
Who have scolded us. So now our head is down and we just want to get through the conversation.
Right.
We just want to get on through it. Yeah. It's okay. You done yet? You done yet?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to the other room and think about what's happened. And maybe I could fix it. Maybe I can't. But we just want to get through the moment. But if you're having a conversation like, I want us to come together, figure this out so we can move forward, then it becomes I can be open to you as to why I made this decision.
Yeah.
We don't want
to.
It kind of goes back to what you said about we shoot you to lie first.
Yeah.
Because
we don't want to do it.
I just gotta get through this. So nah, I ain't do it. Nah, I wasn't there. Nah, that wasn't my money. It must be something else.
Like Shaggy said,
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
So that's the key. If any woman that's just caught this and just jumped on, because that's the main thing. Everybody wants a guy to communicate. Right. And if you want us to talk about relational issues, then it needs to be, what's your intention of the conversation?
Right.
That's it.
All right. I got one more. Since you dropping one more, I'm gonna drop one more. One more is right here. Whenever you're talking, whenever you're communicating, this is for men and women. Whenever you're communicating, learn how to use your tact. No matter how mad you are,
yes. No
matter how much salt is in your throat,
right?
Use tact.
Yes.
Because it's easy it's easy to say what you want to say because you feel like you got to say it. They'll disrespect you. So I'm gonna say my piece.
Right.
But when you say your piece, make sure you say it intact, because what you don't want to do is to cut off the ear of the person you're talking to. Because once you cut the ear off, then you're done. There's no more communication. There's no, if one ear and not the other was a person, that'll be me, right? You know what I'm saying? So say what you got to say. You can say your piece.
Yes.
But say it with tact and say it with love, most importantly.
Right.
But we get so angry, we blow up and we just say stuff. I can go through my life and tell you how many times I said the wrong stuff and cut and just been out and out wrong.
Right.
And thought I was right. So just make sure you say that thing intact, man. Say it in love, for real.
Right.
That's all I got, bro.
All right. That's it. We're good. I got it all out. Share with you the secrets and the tips. So make sure you take that with you.
For sure.
Definitely check out the podcast version of this because there's going to be a few extras in there, as well as we're on YouTube. Make sure you're following the Brothers Who Talk on Facebook.
Do that.
And our Patreon account as well. Support the Brothers Who Talk. And we're going to share that in the links below, above, everywhere. So
it's not in the live, but it'll be in the video, YouTube version of this.
It'll be in the YouTube version of this.
He's gonna edit it.
And if there's anything you guys would like us to talk about, hit us up. Brothers Who Talk. Go to our page, put it in the comments, hit us on Messenger. We're all here. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can talk about. This was good. First time here. God bless you. Yes, both for your transparency. Thank you so much, Anitra Cannon. Thank you for coming through.
Oh, hey, thank you. I didn't read her name. I thought it was like Anitra Cannon. Right? But thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you. Spread the love. Share it out.
The love. Share.
All
right. So we out.
We out of here. You guys have a great Thursday. We'll see you next time. 80, I'm going to get it to you. All right.
Later. All right. Boom. I want to thank you for supporting the Brothers Who Talk. So listen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. 2 things I need you to do. Make sure you comment. Tell us how much you love us. And like this page. Oh, wait. Another third, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube page. Make sure you're subscribing to our podcast, no matter what platform that you're listening to. So the main thing is, I appreciate you even listening and making it this far. Next, what I need you to do is to hit that link right there. Go to the Brothers Who Talk Now, and be a part of our growth. Support our Patreon page, get some behind the scenes of all our shenanigans, and learn some things. We'll show you how we do our podcast and the equipment we use and how we hook things up. All right? So thank you so much for supporting. Have an awesome day. And again, thank you.
Thank you for watching and listening to the Brothers Who Talk. With Terry and AD. Check us out again next week, where we bring you a steaming helping of common sense, laughs, and advice. We can be found on any podcasting platform, iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. We're also on milehighradio.com, Saturdays at 12 Eastern. See you there.